Hello everyone! This time, pag-uusapan naman natin yung the nature of research and inquiry. So, before that, hopefully napanood nyo muna yung first lesson ko regarding sa the meaning of research and inquiry. So, saan nyo po yun makikita? Ito lang po siya. Okay? So, dapat mapanood nyo po muna yan before nyo panoorin to para mas lalo ninyong maintindihan at makasunod po kayo sa lesson. So, try to visit this and watch this first before this one. Ang pag-uusapan natin is about the nature of research and inquiry. So, hopefully, bago nyo napanood to, napanood nyo muna yung una. Sinasabi ko kanina. Okay, para maintindihan nyo yung pag-uusapan natin dito. So, first, we will going to define what is the word nature. So, according to Oxford Dictionary, a nature is the phenomena of the physical world collectively, including the plants, animals, the landscape, and other features and products of the earth, as opposed to humans or human creations. Second definition, the basic or inherent features of something, especially when seen as a characteristics of it. So obviously, on these discussions, we will go into refer on the second definition. So what is the meaning of nature? In short, nature is the characteristics of something. So characteristics of research and inquiry. Doon lang tayo magbe-base. Now, talking about characteristics, medyo madami siya. So, ibig sabihin medyo matagal yung discussions na to kasi ang dami kasing parts of research na kailangan natin pag-usapan. Ano ba yung characteristic na research in terms of this and that? Okay, so saan magko-cover yung discussions na to? We will going to tackle about the nature of inquiry and research according to the following: its ethics, its types, its designs, approaches, feature, structure, and its research process. So, ano ba yung characteristics ni research? Pag ethical standard na ang pinag-uusapan, pag types of research, pag designs of research, approaches of research, feature of research, structure of research, and the research process. So, tandaan nyo rin, yung research and inquiry, katulad ng sinabi ko doon sa una kong lesson, lagi yan silang magkasama. So, hopefully, sa mga nakapanood nung first lesson na yon, congratulations. Sa mga hindi pa po, kailangan panoorin nyo po muna yun. Okay? So, first, we will going to tackle about the ethics of research. What is the characteristics of research in terms of its ethical standards? Okay? So, this one is based on the book of Clausia, Odette, J. Ayala, PhD, and uploaded by Jerome, Maleon de Jesus. So, first, we will going to define what is an ethics. An ethics is the rules for distinguishing between the right and wrong. It is also the norms for conduct that distinguish between acceptable and acceptable behavior. Okay, pag sinabi nating ethics, ang ibig sabihin lang noon, we will going to identify ano yung mga do's and don'ts sa paggawa ng isang research. Ikaw, kung alam mo na yung mga bagay na yon, then congratulations. Kapag hindi mo pa alam, kailangan mong matutunan to. So, pangungunahan ko na muna kayo. Bago nyo to tapusin at bago nyo to panoorin, tandaan nyo to. Hindi nyo kailangan kabisaduhin lahat ng mga sinasabi ko dito. Ang kailangan nyo lang is what? Intindihin kung ano yung tamang gawin at hindi tamang gawin sa paggawa ng research. Kasi ethics tayo. Dapat ma-identify nyo kung ano yung mga mali at mga tamang gawin sa paggawa ng isang study. Again, uulitin ko, huwag nyo po itong kakabisaduhin. Kailangan intindihin nyo po siya. Kasi, so on, gagawa na kayo ng study, then, kinabisado nyo siya, tapos hindi nyo naman naintindihan kung ano yung mga pinagsasabi ko dito, hindi nyo rin naman maa-apply yun. So, while conducting a research, then without awareness and without knowing na meron ka na palang nilabag doon sa ethics of research. So, to start, we have the ethical standards of research. Number 1. Okay, the voluntary participation. So, it requires an informed consent so that participants are fully informed about the procedures and risks involved in research and give their consent to participate. So, in short, on this part, we will going to talk about the participants. So, kung mapapansin niyo, especially doon sa mga nakapag-conduct na ng study, ang lagi nyong ginagawa muna bago kayo bigay ng questionnaire or materials doon sa mga respondents ninyo is what? Yes, that's correct. Kailangan i-inform nyo muna sila na mayroon kayong survey na gagawin. So, in between that, sa'yo na researcher at sa participants, meron dapat agreement. So, dapat meron ding voluntary participation sa respondents. So, hindi mo siya pwedeng pilitin. Kung ayaw nyo sumagot doon sa questionnaire mo, then wala ka na magagawa doon. Kasi that is his or her right. Okay? So, kailangan marunong ka mag-convince sa participants mo para makipag-cooperate sila sa'yo. Ipaliwanag mo rin kung para saan yung study na yan para naman magkaroon sila ng knowledge about that at the same time para ma-convince mo rin sila. So, tandaan natin. First, ethics na dapat mong tandaan kapag gagawa ka ng research is what? The voluntary participation of your respondents. Okay? Number 2, freedom from risks of harm. Researchers should not put participants in a situation where they might be at risk as a result of their participation in physical and psychological. So, that's one. Make sure na safe yung gagawin mo na pag-aaral. Katulad halimbawa, nag-create ka ng bagong type of lotion na gawa sa product ng ganito. So, now, gusto mong malaman kung gaano siya ka-effective na pampaputi. So, naghanap ka ng mga participants mo and then, pinagamit mo sa kanila yung ginawa mong lotion na yon at nagkataon na nagkaroon sila ng rashes and etc. So, asan yung safety ng participants doon? Physically. Okay? So, nilabag mo yung isang ethics ng research. Okay, second, psychological. Pag sinabi natin psychological, of course, we are talking about the what? The emotional aspects of the respondents. So, emotional, mental. So, kailangan, yung questions mo is what? Hindi naman nakaka-degrade doon sa tao or sa respondents mo na nagkaroon na sila ng psychological effects doon sa mga questions na pinaglalagay mo doon sa questionnaire. But anyway, bago mo naman ipamigay yung questionnaire na yan, meron pa namang pagdadaanan ng validation yan. So, for sure, na okay na yung questionnaire mo bago mo pa ibigay yan sa mga respondents. Okay, next. We have the third ethics of research. That is confidentiality. Confidentiality is identifying information will not be made available to anyone who is not directly involved in the study. Principle of anonymity, guarantee of privacy. Eto, confidentiality. If you notice doon sa mga questionnaire ninyo, lagi nakalagay doon sa name. Then may nakalagay kayong optional. So meaning, optional lang, bahala na si respondents kung ilalagay niya yung pangalan niya or hindi. Okay lang yon. Ang importante, masagutan niya yung mga questions doon sa survey niyo. Kasi, ano ang meron doon? That is what we call confidentiality. Kailangan kasi, lahat ng mga information na nag-gather mo in that particular research, hindi mo pwedeng ilagay doon sa study mo at sabihin mo na ang sagot na to ay galing kay ganito. na respondents ay nag-disagree siya sa ganito. Okay, that is wrong. Mali yan kapag gagawa ka ng isang research. Tandaan, one of the most important ethics of research is the confidentiality of the information of your participants. Okay? Fourth, person's right to service. Use of a no treatment control group, a group of participants who do not get the treatments or program that is being studied. Rights to equal access to services are being curtailed. This one. Kapag gagawa ka ng experimental, most of the time, meron kang controlled group at meron kang experimental group. Now, ang nangyari doon, while doing the service or the intervention rather, tinanggal mo yung right to access to service to the control group. So, asan yung fairness doon? Kailangan dito, fairness of service. Kumbaga, kailangan dito kung ano yung service na binigay mo sa mga control group na respondents mo, ganun doon yung ilalagay mo doon sa experimental group mo. Now, paano ko malalaman yung result kung effective ba yung intervention na binigay ko kung wala akong control group at wala akong experimental group? Actually, pwede mo naman sila kunin pre-test, kaya may pre-test at saka may post-test. Kasi doon mo i-base kung meron bang effect yung intervention na binigay mo. For example, gusto mong malaman kung effective ba yung grammar games para matuto yung bata sa grammar language. So, ang mangyayari dyan, kailangan equal pa rin yung service mo. Dapat lahat sila maturuan mo using the grammar games. Kaso nga lang, magbe-base ka doon sa pre-test and post-test ng bata. Doon mo malalaman kung meron bang may epekto ba si grammar games or wala sa learning development ng bata, particularly on that subject. Okay? Next, the fifth one, those ethical principles. Ano ba yung mga ethical principles na kailangan ninyong tandaan pag gagawa kayo ng research? Of course, we have the honesty. Kailangan honest ka dyan, best. Hindi ka pwedeng magsinungaling dyan. Next, objectivity. Of course, dapat objective. Fair lang tayo. Huwag tayo maging subjective at inuna natin yung emotions natin instead of those facts na meron tayo dapat. Okay, next, the integrity. Of course, the integrity, kailangan talaga yan. Mahiya naman tayo kapag kagagawa tayo ng study. Okay, next, carefulness. Yes, of course. Respect for intellectual property. That's one, the citation. Then we have the confidentiality. So, lagi nandun talaga yan. Responsible publication, of course. Social responsibility, animal care, and human subjects protection. So, all those things are actually self-explanatory. So, tandaan natin ha, students. Sa ethical standards of research, ano ang mga dapat at hindi dapat gawin? So, dapat, una, voluntary participation from your respondents. Second, the freedom from risk of harm. So, the safety of your respondents. And of course, ikaw na rin na researcher. Then, we have confidentiality of the information. That is very important. And of course, we have the person's right to service. Of course, dapat equal access yung service na i-offered mo. Okay? Next, ethical principles. Ilan yung ethical principles na yon? We have honesty, objectivity, integrity, carefulness, respect for intellectual property, confidentiality, responsible publication, social responsibility, animal care, human subjects protection. So, 10 ethical principles plus those four ethics in doing research. So, meron tayong ilan? 14. Okay? 14 rules or ethics rather na dapat ninyong gawin pag gagawa kayo ng research. Okay? So, tandaan natin yan ha. Baka mamaya kasi naggawa kayo ng study without knowing the do's and don'ts in doing research. So, with that, hopefully, tandaan natin yan ha. Sa ethics pa lang po tayo. So, sabi ko kanina, meron tayong 7 na nature of research or characteristics of research na gagawin. So, first characteristics of research na tinakal natin is its ethics. Ano yung mga dapat at hindi dapat gawin kapag gagawa ng research. Next is, punta tayo saan? Sa types of research. So, panoorin nyo po yun, abangan ninyo. Ipopost ko po siya maybe within this week kung kakayanin. So, abangan nyo po yun. Doon tayo sa types of research according to the data being collected, according to the purpose of research, according to procedure. So, dyan papasok si qualitative at si quantitative research. Okay? So, abang-abang tayo. Thank you so much, everyone.